Hello guys, my name is Rastility, and today we're going to be talking about the Medic rework that just came out last week. This rework changed literally everything about the Medic, and in this video, I'll be explaining how it works. Now, let's get on with the video. First of all, the Medic rework changed how Medic worked entirely. Previously, Medic was a damage dealer in the early game alongside being a healer in the late game. Now, Medic is purely support, and has changed the meta entirely with its insane changes. So, let me get into the most notable change real quick, and that's the fact that Medic's heal is no longer an active ability. Previously, Medic had a cleanse ability that would heal every tower that has been stunned. This was problematic as it still left towers vulnerable, and they'd still have some downtime if they got stunned, no matter what. Towers like Accelerator were affected the most by this, as he has a charge up time. This meant that even if you cleansed Accelerator of his stun, he would still need a few extra seconds to get back to shooting, as he has to charge up his gun. Now, Medic's heal has been entirely changed, being a shield rather than a heal. So, this means that if your tower is attacked, it will no longer get stunned at all and can keep firing. This shield seems absolutely insane, however, it's not completely broken as it has a few minor downsides. First off, once your shield is hit, it is completely gone for a few seconds and it has to recharge. This means that if a tower gets hit twice, then it's absolutely wraps, as it'll be stunned for an incredibly long amount of time and there is no counterplay to the stun. You can't even throw a shield from a different medic onto the vulnerable tower to prevent it from getting stunned. That tower is just completely done for, especially if the enemy stuns for a long amount of time. Since Medic has no more ability to cleanse, you can't heal the stun towers either, so you just either have to hope that you don't get stunned twice. Oh, and by the way, almost all of the stun enemies in Fallen mode stun twice, so good luck. However, that's not it for the Medic just yet. Now, as another pro to this tower's shields, Medic actually gives a 20% fire rate boost. The one bad thing about this is that this 20% fire rate boost only applies to shielded towers. So, it just doesn't apply that fire rate boost to all towers in range. You actually have to go out of your way to shield a tower for it to receive that fire rate boost. Later on, Medic also receives an ability that replaces the cleanse ability, called the Ubercharge ability. If you use this ability, all shielded towers will receive a 40% damage boost for a brief period of time, and it will also give them all detection. This ability has a minute-long cooldown though, so even if it gives all detections, it should not be relied on completely to defeat all of the enemies you don't have detections for. This 40% damage buff, however, is really good. This ability is essentially just called arms, without the chaining capabilities. So overall, from what we have learned, this tower can actually be used as not only an anti-stun, it can be used to support any type of tower, not just stun vulnerable ones. And that's about it for this video. I wanted to make a shorter video for the first time in a while to see what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll probably be posting a much larger video in a week or two, and it's probably going to be my biggest video yet, at least that's what I'd like to think. That's what I say for every one of my videos. And I'd like to thank my members, Kave2019, YM783, Kadar, and Dominix2nd for supporting me. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.